Okay, guys, Casey Ellis, round of applause, please. You probably would recognize Casey. He's world famous in TMAP land. But I thought I would bring Casey back on because he can give a similar reflection to what we saw earlier when I talked about the different deals in terms of action, not taking action. So my first question to Casey, you've now been in Teach Me About Property, 4 years, is it? About 4 years?
4 years now.
Yep, 4 years.
End of August 2019, I think it was, we joined.
2 years, just over 4 years, cool. In that 4 year period that you've been at Teach Me About Property, what have you accomplished? What have you actually done? Why don't we start there?
Oh, since 2019, I think, because myself and my brother both joined at the same time. So between the two of us, we purchased like 8 properties since then. So yeah, it's been a big achievement since then. But personally, by myself, I think all up, we had 5, sold 1. Now we've got 4. So yeah, pretty happy with that effort at the moment.
Cool. Okay, round of applause. Okay, who agrees that's a pretty good outcome, right? However, sometimes when you get to the top of the mountain, you look back down and you think, man, if I could climb that mountain again, there's some things I would have done differently. Looking back on that 4 years, what are the things you would probably change and what would you have probably done differently?
One of my biggest things I would have changed was when we first come into it, we first got a low money down deal. That was our first ones out at Austral. And if I'd have known then what I know now, man, I would have got more than, honestly, it was me, Ben, Shay, we all bought one each. If I'd known then, I would have bought them all. It was like $5,000. Here, take that. Because the way the cycle went, by the time it was registered, the land and the build, the actual land had gone worth more than the whole thing, the build and the land at the same time. So if I had have purchased the 3 of them, not being greedy or anything, but if I had have purchased the 3 of them, I could have sold 1, kept 2, something like that.
What did you make in terms of equity, or how much has it actually grown?
Yeah, the equity we made on that, land was, just off the top of my head, was 320, I think it was. The build was, it might have been 322, it was like 640 for the both. We got them revalued. Again, it was 980 they had gone up to when we first built them. Yeah, when I started calculating those numbers in my head, I was saying, man, I should have just bought them all.
Right? Okay, so on that, because the beauty of Teach Me About Property, right, is there's always the next summit. And this summit, what do I do at this summit? I've learned what the opportunity was at the previous ones. You've taken massive action, but you get to the thing, oh man, if I had done this, I would have been probably a bit further ahead. So based on that, what decisions have you made at this summit?
Yeah, this summit right now, I'm pretty aggressive with it. Like I told Mass, man, I want to do more low money down deals. And so you come, hopefully the next ones I wanted, I'm just go, man, I want 3. Give me 3 of those low money down deals. So that's my goal is, and hopefully we can do that. Get 3 low money down deals, and then eventually, what is it, 227, 228, whenever they register, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully do what I was just saying before, sell 1, keep 2, or I'd like to keep them all though, to be honest with you. If I can keep them all, I'll keep them all. And but that's my main thing.
So what we calculated is current portfolio is about 4.1.
Yeah.
4.1. And so what we're looking at is we acquire 3 of those 10 plus 10 deals. That takes us from 4.1 to 7.4. Because once we get the house and land, it's about 1.1 each. So that's 3.3 million plus the current 4.1 million. That's 7.2 million in the portfolio, right? But the acquisition cost for the 3.3 million, it'll be about, I reckon, probably 90 once we're all done, bits and pieces, right? For all 3 of those deals, something like that, 60, 80, 90, whatever it finally comes to. But that gets you to $7.2 million. And then what we're expecting is the market growth was about 300,000. It was slightly over, it's maybe 342. So then if you go, okay, 342 on each of those, another mil, plus a little bit more, that gets us $8.5 million through the next cycle. When he first started, it was already very aggressive, but then he did the maths.
Yeah. did the maths and man, I wish I just got them all. But that's how I've finally worked out how it works, you know, how it works. Not just one house, when you've got a portfolio, they all go up together. So he just showed me the money, just keep going, and then we just keep rolling into it.
Why don't you tell the TMAP students, tell us about the house and tell us what it feels like to finally be in it.
Oh, man, when we first moved into it in August last year, I wanted to get in there before my wife turned 40. Double-story, 4 bedrooms, that's our main bedroom and our 2 kids' bedrooms up top. Most of them got en-suites. Yeah, beautiful house. Candice, you get the house from the builder, and then she like redesigned it a little bit. So we done that. All I ever wanted was I wanted a pool house, a pool, and a gym outside. And yeah, and the feeling I had as I go to Candice, my wife, I said, I wish everyone could feel this feeling we're feeling right now. You know, it truly was amazing. I was so happy. You're just going into your own house and just, oh yeah, it's just amazing. Honestly, I really love it, and I wish everyone could feel that feeling. Yeah.
I'll walk you through the property. So the house, it's about 600 squares, 580. So the land is 580 square meters. The house is about 360 square meters. Double story. You walk in the front room. Your daughter uses that for her beauty. Yeah. So his daughter's 16. She does eyelashes. Yeah, she does eyelashes. So she does all her beauty stuff in the front room. And then you walk a bit further, and you've got the separate TV room, right? Yeah, the theatre room's there, and in there, how big's that TV?
About 100 inches.
About 100 inches, right? Yeah. And then on the left, is there another room? What's on the other side? Oh, the garage.
Yeah, that's the...
Behind the garage, there's an office, and then you walk out, and it's open plan living. That's the kitchen, living, dining, the doors that open out,
doors.
right? And the huge kitchen, huge island bench, really open plan. Then you go upstairs, and you go kind of up the stairs, come up. There's a room over there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's Michaela's.
That's Michaela's room, and she's got her ensuite, right? And then you come that way. There's a room over there. That's your son's at the front of the house.
Yeah, Lockie's at the front.
Lockie's that, and then you've got another living area upstairs. So there's three living areas if you haven't kept track, and then you've got the master bedroom, and there's an ensuite off that. And then when you walk out the back, you've got the alfresco, which is the full width of the house, right? So down one end is the barbecue area. Down this end is the TV that comes down from the roof, because that's where you put your TV. And then you've got the fake grass, and then you've got the pool area, and then you've got the pool house. And in the pool house is the sauna. And behind, would have just walked past, is the plunge pool, right? The ice bath. There's the ice bath. And then you've got the gym area. And yeah, that's why we'd call it a dream house, right? But how long did it take to get to the dream house? Just so everyone can understand.
Bought our first property in 2005. Yeah, it's taken that long, nearly 20 years. Yeah, nearly 20 years. But it escalated really fast once we jumped in with TMAP. Like I've said this time and time before, I wish I had known Massey years ago when I first started buying property. Yeah, because we bought all these properties in Townsville, they crashed. We actually just sold them last year. We actually had to pay the bank money to get out the loan. Yeah, it was crazy.
Just so we're clear, they're not TMAP properties, guys. They were TMAP. Just thought I'd put that little footnote in there. Yeah. 18 years, interest only. Never paid down any of the capital on the loan, but paid the loan for 18 years. This is pre-TMAP, guys, right? It's pre-TMAP. So Casey's always been an action taker. He's always taken action. But then when we jumped in, we had different conversations, right? Yeah.
And because that was the advice we got, interest only. We bought a duplex up there too. Myself and my brother, we've got these 3 properties. Same thing, paid $225 each, so it was what's that?
510.
Nah, 225. What's that? 450.
Oh, 450. Yeah,
450. Yeah. Ended up selling from 500,000. We had to give the bank 50 grand just to get out the loan. Yeah, because they were just hammering us with the repayments we were doing, highly negative geared, the interest, not the interest, sorry, the insurances up there was crazy, you know. And how many, like I was telling you, what do we do, you know, what are we doing? We tried to hang on, and then he said, we're just going to have to get out of them. We were lucky, we also had a house in Melbourne that actually made a profit, so we used that money to pay out those other ones. So we didn't lose, but we didn't make any gains there, you know what I mean? So that was a hard lesson learned. 18 years we held on to those properties and they went downhill. But I'm so happy that I joined TMAP whānau, and like I say, the bro Okino there, I worked with him with stressing for years. It's good to see him here and asked me about low money down deals, what I thought of them. I think they're the best, that's what I like doing the most is that. But he hasn't bought a property yet, so he's a first homeowner too, so man.
Well, summit's not over yet.
Yeah, straight in the first homers get all their cash from the government. I wish I had got that. And yeah, man, just get after it really.
And what's your message to the students today?
No, I was just actually talking to one of the bros that I used to work with over there. They just actually went out a little while ago, drifted away, now you come back. Yeah, just said you're in the best place to be. And I remember the same thing that we went through with you, buy what you can afford now, get what you want later. Same thing we went through, done exactly that, the 2-step. So just do that, honestly, if you're just thinking about, but as Mass always says, the market, it's not going to wait for you, so you've got to get in now. That was another big lesson I learned, and why I'm very aggressive. It just keeps going up, So I recommend that. You're in the best place, buy what you can afford now, get what you want later. And I love the low money down deals, I really do, so get on those two before I get them all. So.
Awesome. Round of applause for Casey.